Al Bernstein here at Madison Square Garden, alongside two men that you see contribute to the Boxing Channel often, Dave Bontempo and Steve Farhood. Not only two of my best friends, but two brilliant boxing minds, and so I'm going to avail myself of them this evening. Let me start out with you, Steve. You had the fight scored 117-111 for Austin Trout, and that is in line with what one of the judges had, and two of the other judges even had it a bigger margin. What did you see from Austin Trout tonight in this unanimous decision win that was so impressive to you?
Well, his composure, first of all, was fantastic. I mean, you know, we all know he hadn't fought anyone remotely close to Cotto in terms of quality of opposition. This was such a massive jump up. But as I said before, you made a great point. He stayed composed. He's an even-keel guy, and that helped him a lot. I think the key was that when Cotto got close, Cotto was not effective. And part of that was Trout holding, being slippery along the ropes, not getting pinned against the ropes. And then in the later rounds, it was Trout being stronger. So I think that was really the key. When Cotto was in the range he wanted to be, he couldn't do anything with his guy.
Yeah, he really couldn't. And Dave, this fight during the early rounds, Trout seemed like he set the tone for what was going to happen the rest of the way, and at the end of the day landed even more power shots than Cotto.
I really was impressed with the second half of this fight, what he did as he stayed outside, used the jab. Cotto coming at him pretty early. Cotto was on him early, and he made it a good brawl. But Trout started to show his composure like Steve was talking about, the movement, the jabbing, the confidence. Now, a couple months ago in New York, he was saying, this is going to be my coming out party when I fight Cotto. This will be my night. He sensed it, and in the second half of the fight, you sensed his composure as he pulled away, and he did it in a way that you love to win. And he used his reach advantage like he had, I think, looking for early and then found it.
Did he look like to you, because at the end of the day, he was the real 154-pounder. He had the height and reach advantage, and at the end of the day, a guy who had fought at this weight class for his whole career showed he belonged there more than the guy that fought there for a couple of fights.
Yeah, Miguel Cotto had been coming up from previous weight classes to get to this championship level. And, you know, in every fighter's career, there is that one fight that sets them up, that launches them, and a lot of times it happens in Madison Square Garden like it did here for Austin Trout, and I think it was just his time. He sensed it a couple months ago. He did it now. He's proven it here, and we're going to see even a better fighter, I think, because of this in the future.
All right, he told us all that he would do this, and in fact, he did. Sitting at ringside, Saul Canelo Alvarez, for the second time, comes to a fight thinking that maybe a big-name opponent's going to fight him. First was Victor Ortiz. He got upset by Josecito Lopez. Now, tonight, Miguel Cotto gets upset. Could we see a Trout-Canelo fight? From a business standpoint, it might make less sense, but from a boxing standpoint, it makes a lot of sense.
Oh, yeah, I agree 100%. From a business standpoint, it's not as big a fight as a Cotto fight would have been, because Cotto has a career's worth of work to make him the star that he is, and Austin Trout is just emerging as a star. So obviously, it's a fight we'd like to see. The styles are great. We know Alvarez is, like Cotto, sort of not a particularly tall junior middleweight. Trout will have some of the physical advantages, the boxing ability, the size, and now Austin Trout is a name. Maybe not as big a name as Cotto, but all of a sudden, Austin Trout's on the board, and Canelo and Trout makes sense.
Yeah, it really does. 154 pounds, a tremendous weight division tonight. One streak ends because Miguel Cotto loses for the first time in Madison Square Garden, but another streak continues because this is the fourth win for a New Mexico world champion here against no losses. He now joins Johnny Tapia and Bob Foster as a winning entry from New Mexico as a champion. My thanks to Steve Farhood and Dave Bontempo. A joy to talk to them, and we'll have a lot of coverage here tonight on the Cotto loss to Austin Trout.